So if you have been following our Korea video series, you're going to be excited about this video because today we're having Korean food in Nepal. Ooh yes. So we've been hanging out in Pokhara and there are so many Korean restaurants here, like you can find one
a plethora
every few meters. So apparently this is a really popular destination with Korean travelers, and we thought, hey, we haven't had Korean food in a while, let's try it. So this restaurant is called Hanguk Sarang.
And I think it means like love of Korea, because normally I would say it should be Hanguk Sarang or Hanguk Sarang Heo. But that's what I'm guessing. Hanguk Sarang means Korean person, so I think it's Hanguk love. We love of Korea, and we're hoping that the food here is good and authentic.
Oh yes. What up, yo?
So what I'm enjoying about this restaurant, even before we get our food, is just the fact that we've got a traditional Korean table. And
low to the ground,
low to the ground,
pillows, mats.
This is great. And the views here are stunning. Like from the second floor of this building, we're getting like mountain views. You can even see the lake off in the distance. You can see paragliders. So this is awesome. It's a little bit hazy, but yeah, it's still pretty cool.
Well, I'm having a very Korean drink. Honey lemon tea. Not at all. This is like a super popular in Nepal. I've been ordering this at every restaurant since I arrived. Sometimes they just do lemon honey, sometimes there's ginger, and it's just a really nice drink when it's cool out. And what are you having to drink?
Well, I'm just going with big bottle of water because I did see soju on the menu, but when I looked on the price, it was the equivalent of about $15 US.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's pretty typical. I know soju is also really expensive in Canada, so when it's imported, the price really goes up. So I was thinking, you know what? No, can't. I really want it, but at 15 bucks, no. I had to say no.
So the food has arrived and I'm already spotting a few differences. I wouldn't say this is authentic Korean food, but it does look pretty good. And we're going to start with the banchan, which are the free refillable side dishes. So first up here, we've got some potatoes and carrots going on. We also have some zucchini. Ooh, it looks like it's in a spicy.
Remember we were in university? Zok Chinese.
Zok Chinese. We have
it's a little inside joke, guys.
Beans. Sam's getting distracted with inside jokes.
Yes.
We have, this looks like radish. Pickled radish, let's see.
Is that good?
Good stuff.
How are the side dishes so far, the banchan?
So far so good. I've already been eating the kimchi while Sam was filming everything else.
Hey,
so
evil.
I can tell you the kimchi is good. It's nice. Spicy. So we're off to a good start with this so far.
Oh, and the thing we need to point out, all this banchan is free. So that is very Korean. Very Korean.
And we also got something that looks a little bit like a miso soup. Sam, what's the Korean name for this? Mr. Translator?
Doenjang is the soybean paste in Korean. So.
All right.
Doenjang.
So it actually has chunks of potato, which is a bit unusual.
And there's dubu, the tofu.
And zucchini.
Try
tofu. Let's see.
Love how you put me on the spot too. Thanks.
I forgot the name.
I think they call that throwing someone under the bus.
It's good. Let's move on to the mains. Next up, we are moving on to the Kimchijeon. Ooh yeah.
Yeah, the Kimchijeon, which also looks like it's pajeon too.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of kimchi in there.
Looks more like pajeon than kimchijeon, which is the green onions.
And you know what I found a little bit strange?
What?
He asked us if we wanted tuna in our Kimchijeon. I don't think I've ever had tuna in jeon before.
This is pretty good.
Yeah?
This is pretty good. It's not like this is more like the jeon that is served as an appetizer in Korean meals. It's not like the big thick one that you order as a main. So it's a little bit skinnier. But
yeah, it's thinner.
It's good.
It's a lighter pancake.
It's tasty. Like I do taste the kimchi, and I also taste the pa bit here too. So not bad. Not bad at all.
You want to tell us what pie is in English?
Pie is green onions.
Oh, okay. Thank you. My turn. I'm going in for some of the jeon. Oh, I had to poke it. Okay, and let's dip it in soy. I think that's soy.
Maybe someday when you grow up, you'll master chopsticks, right? Isn't that good?
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I do taste the kimchi even though I can't see it. Maybe it's just a lighter cabbage. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a whiter type of kimchi. You don't notice the gochujang, the red pepper paste of it as much.
But it's really nice. Super light. Like you can see how thin it is.
And this one was also really cheap. This was like I think 200 rupees, so that's like less than $2 US. So a nice way to start off. Nice cheap way to start off.
Good stuff. So next up we're going to look at Sam's main dish. What did you get?
So I got the tonkatsu, and unlike most tonkatsus that I order in Korea, I mean, in fact, you're usually not even given a choice. It's usually almost always pork. But I'm trying a chicken one for the first time.
Yeah.
And I can tell already that this is very, very thin. Normally when I have tonkatsu, it's quite a bit thicker, but this is thinly cut. You can tell it's breaded. And something else that's a bit different is normally it comes with just like plain rice. But I was able to ask for fried rice here, so it looks like I have something similar to a kimchi-bokkeum-bap, kimchi fried rice. But anyways, first I will try the tonkatsu here.
It looks like it's very lightly breaded, like the coating isn't very thick either.
It's surprisingly quite tasty. Like I said, it's not as thick, so I do prefer the thicker one where you have a bit more meat and you have a bit more batter on the outside.
Yeah. You know what? The look of it, it kind of reminds me of milanesas in Argentina.
It almost is more like that than a typical Korean tonkatsu.
Yeah.
So this one is typically authentic as what I would normally have in Korea, but it's not bad.
And you know what? And because it's chicken, it's more like a schnitzel as well. So it's a very international tonkatsu.
There you go. So I'm gonna go try the rice now, the fried rice.
What do you think?
Oh wow, you really taste the kimchi. It's very spicy. Yeah. That's good. That's pretty good rice. Sharing is caring. So we're switching plates.
Let me just show you how thin this is. Like, I'm kind of amazed.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised.
It's the thinnest tonkatsu I've ever had.
Yeah.
Definitely. But it's tasty though, isn't it? I really like.
Quite tasty. Yeah.
I really like the coating.
You know what? I was expecting it to be a little bit greasier, but like, it's quite dry. Like the exterior is quite dry. So yeah, this is nice.
It is tasty, yeah.
You know what?
Hold that up.
Yeah, that's really good. Pleasantly surprised over here. So for my main, I ordered the kimchi-bokkeum-bap. And
the kimchi fried rice.
Yes. And in the menu, it looked like it came with a fried egg on top, so I was pretty pumped about that. But there's no egg. I don't know if they've forgotten or if this is just how they normally serve it. But yeah.
Yeah, normally the ones you have in Korea have an egg on top. It's usually a runny egg, and you break it, and you kind of just let the yolk go all over the place. It's good.
I wouldn't say it's authentic. It's spicy, but it's also a little too sweet, to be honest.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
It's like a really sweet rice. It's got the right sauce.
And did you taste the kimchi?
You can even see the kimchi. That's there. I'm missing the seaweed flakes and the fried egg, though. I feel like it's incomplete. It's incomplete.
Incomplete.
But I mean, of course, like, recipes obviously vary. And they get adapted when a new country or a different country is trying to like recreate the recipe. So it's kind of like a variation. It's interesting to try something different. I'd say it's a pretty good attempt. It's pretty close. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this meal. And now Sam is going into my kimchi-bokkeum-bap.
Kimchi-bokkeum-bap time.
Let's see what you think of it.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's
Do you find it sweeter?
It is sweeter. I do taste the kimchi. It's sort of authentic, but it's not quite there. I agree with what you're saying. Also, something that's different is I'm noticing that the rice is a bit more like there's a bit more moisture in the rice here than there typically is with Korean rice.
And you know
so
what?
It has a bit of a soggy texture. that's different too.
Yeah, I also noticed the rice is almost like a little thicker. It looks a little bit more like risotto. It's not risotto, but it kind of has that shape, so it's a different type of rice they're using here.
Yeah, so those are the differences. But other than that, a pretty good attempt.
Yeah. Ooh, and you know what's another difference I noticed in the menu? They had kimchi mandu. We didn't order that, but the mandu, which are the dumplings, looked a little bit more like momos. And momos are like round and fat, and they have like a thicker exterior, like a thicker dough.
Yeah, so
variations.
Like you said, it's fascinating how different countries' cuisine is like adapted to a local taste.
So wrapping up this meal, we sure took care of everything except for the banchan. Couldn't finish that.
Yeah, we were defeated by this meal. Like, that was a lot of food. And to think, we were actually thinking of ordering one more jam. We were thinking of ordering a gamchajeon, which is a potato Korean pancake. Yeah, I'm so glad we didn't do that. You didn't finish your rice, so I ended up taking care of that. But yeah, there's still a lot of banchan left. Okay, so on to price point. That basically just came to over $10 US for all of that food and all the drink and all the side dishes. So,
and we got a little something.
Yeah, look, when they brought the bill, they brought us like some, I think it's strawberry gum. It could be candy, but I think it's gum. And just, it was a really nice service, and I would recommend coming to this place. It's not the most authentic Korean food I've ever had, but it's close enough, and the price is right, and also it's just really nice service, really nice location where you have a great rooftop view. So I would come back here again, most definitely.